Today we will talk about dictionaries. So dictionaries are containers like lists and tuples, but the difference between dictionaries and other containers like lists and tuples are lists can contain the series of values like we have seen before. So let's say I have a list here and it can contain a series of values like 1, 2, or let's say I will add my name, then my age, and then my company name, let's say, right? So this is how a list stores data. But in case of dictionary, dictionary can store a pair of key and values. In some other programming languages, you may have heard of these data type with the name of sets, maybe, or not sets actually, or maybe you can have heard the name hash maps. So basically, in dictionary we can have a pair of key and a value. So if I want to add an item in the dictionary, so I won't just be adding one item, one value like this. I will also have to give that value some name, so that will be the key of the value. So let's say I have my dictionary, and to create a dictionary we use these curly brackets, and inside that brackets first we will give the name of the key. So let's say I want to say that I am going to store the name in the dictionary as one item. So first I will give the name of the key, so I will give it name, and then I will give the value of that key, which will be separated by a colon, sorry. So my name is Usman. So this is basically a dictionary with one item, and this is one item, right? And it will be separated by comma with other items. So let's say I add another item which will be age, and then colon, and then I will give the value for this key, right? So the value will be 26. Now this dictionary contains two uh, it contains two items, which the first one has the first key has the name, and the second key has the name age. So now if I want to access any item from the dictionary, I will I will access is like in previously in list. If I want to access any item, I would uh, enter the name of the list, and then in square brackets I will give the index. So this is zeroth index, this is 1, this is 2. So let's say I want to access the age, so I will say first index, right? So I will give 1 here, and it will return me this value. But in the case of dictionary, I won't be using indexes. You cannot use indices in the case of dictionaries. Instead, you will give the name of the key for which you want the value. So let's say I want the value for age, so I will say dict1, and here I will give the key name, which is age. So this now will return me the value for age, which is 26. So let's say if I print it, it should print 26. See, so it printed 26. So this is how dictionaries are declared and how values are accessed from the dictionaries. Let's say later in our program we need to add another key, another item in our dictionary. So to add another item in our dictionary, we will write the name of the dictionary, which has been declared and initialized here. So dict1 is the name of our dictionary, and then we will give the name of the key for which we want to add another value, right? So let's say I want to add company name in this dictionary, so the key should be company. So I would say company, and then I will assign the value. It is like very simple. You just give the name of the dictionary, then in square brackets you enter the name of the key, the new key you want to add into the dictionary, and then you will give the value. So let's say I will add Arbisoft. Now if I print the value for the company from our dictionary, so in the same way I will write the name of the dictionary and then name of the key, which is company. Now it should print Arbisoft. This value was not originally in the dictionary when we created it, but we added it later on. So let's see whether it has been added or not. Okay, see, so it printed Arbisoft. So it shows that the value, the new key and the new value were added successfully. So there's another way to add the item in the dictionary. So let's say you have another dictionary which is dict2, and I would say it has some different keys, let's say name2 and age2, and I would say abasi, and let's give the value 27 here. So let's say now I want to combine these two dictionaries, right? So the one way to combine these two dictionaries is let's say I can do dict1, and I would say like I want to add new key with the name2, and then I want to give it some value. So to if I want to give it some value, either I can hard code it, or like I can just copy from here, or I can actually access the value from this dictionary. So to access the value from a dictionary, I will write the name of the dictionary, then square brackets, and then the key. So this is the value I want to access, which has the key name2. So if I write dict2 name2, so this value will be resolved to this value, because this is dictionary 2, the key is name2 which is here, and this key has the value abasi. So this expression will resolve to abasi, and then dict1 will have a new key named name2, which is not already in the dict1, and that name2 key will have the value abasi. So now if I print, I can also print the whole dictionary. So for now I will print the whole dictionary. I will just write the name of the dictionary, and it will print all the key and the values in the dictionary. So let's print it and see the name2 value is here. So if I want to copy all the values of dict2 into dict1, so I will have to add another key again here, which will be age2, and then I will pick the value from dictionary 2 and then assign it to dictionary 1. So this is a kind of long process. So like let's say if I have 100 keys here, or like I have 10 keys here, so that will be a very gruesome task to do, to add 10 values manually. So there's another good way to add the values into a dictionary, and that is the method which is provided by dictionary, which is called update. So this is a method or a function. So with you write the name of the dictionary in which you want to add the new elements, then you call the update method, and inside the update method you pass the arguments, right? And that argument will be a dictionary, will be a new dictionary from which all the items will be added into this dictionary. So if I pass dict2 here, so all the items from dict2 will be added in dict1. So instead of doing this, we can do this in just one line. So now if I print dict1, it should still print name2 and age2. See, name2 and age2 is here. Let's add company2 here and see if it gets added or not. So let's say I call it Arbisoft2, and see, so it is also there. So no matter how many keys are there to copy, we can just use this update method, and it will copy all the values from this dictionary into this dictionary. Now, if we want to delete an element from a dictionary, we can also do that. So let's say I don't want this company to key value in my dictionary. So to delete this item, this whole item, like the pair of this key and the value from this dictionary, I will use del keyword, which is short for delete. So I will write del, and then I will give it the variable or element to delete. In this case, the element is the item from our dictionary. So I will tell it which item I want to delete. So from dictionary 1, I want to delete company 2, right? So this del keyword will delete this item from our dictionary. So now let's say I print dict1, or let's say I say before. So this is before deleting element, before deleting, and after deleting the element I will print the dictionary again, and let's see the difference. Okay, so before deleting the element, we can see that company 2 Arbisoft was there, and after deleting the element, company 2 key was not there. So this is basically very simple to delete an element from the dictionary. Now later on in our program, let's say our program is divided into different files. We are working on a big project. So let's say later somewhere in our code we are accessing this key again. So let's say I am going to print company 2 after it has been deleted, right? I'm not sure if it is there or not, so because it is a big project. So let's say I want to get this value. So what, let's see what happens when I try to access the key which is not in the dictionary. So if I print, if I run this script, so let's say it has given me some error which is at this line number 22, which was this, and it is saying key error, and the key is company 2. So basically what it is trying to say that the company 2 key is not present in the dictionary, which is right because we just deleted it. So how do we handle such cases when we are not sure that whether the key will be in the dictionary or not? So for that, Python provides us with a simple method to get the value. So that method is named get, right? So I will write the name of the dictionary from which I want to get the value. Then I will call the method get, and inside this method I will pass the argument which will be the key which I want to access, so which is company 2. So this basically is almost equivalent to this. So if the value is available in the dictionary, so let's say first just run this program for the key which is available, let's say age. So if I run these two line of code, let's see what they do. So they both printed the age. So this is basically these two statements are almost equivalent, except the difference except that if the key is not available in the dictionary, this way of accessing the key will give us the exception which we saw earlier, that the key not found. Let's try it with the key which is not available in the dictionary. So we know company 2 is not available anymore because we deleted it here. So now we will see the difference between these two statements. So it again gave the error, the key error for company 2, and it gave this error at line 29. So this is line 29, but we also tried to access the value at line 28, but it did not raise any exception. So that's basically the difference between accessing the value from dictionary in this way and by using the method get. So when we access the element from the dictionary by using the method get, so if the key is not available in the in the dictionary, this method will return none. None is as we discussed earlier, is a data type in Python which represents no value. So if there is no value, that will be represented by none. So basically this won't crash our program, it will just return the none value. So but in this case, if we are trying to directly access the element with the key name, this will crash. So that's basically the difference between these two methods. Get provides us with another parameter, useful parameter. So let's say I want to print the name of the company, and in case the company key is not available in the dictionary, let's yeah, company 2 name key is not available in the dictionary, we want to set the value to, let's say, no company, right? So if there is no key, we will say this employee or this person does not belong to any company. So let's store this value in simple variable. So let's say I call it company name, and I will say this is equal to dictionary1 dot get company, and then I will print company name, and now it should print nothing because company name company 2 key is not there. See, it printed the none, which means there was no value, and it did not crash because I use get method. Now instead of printing none, I want to get the I want to say that if there is if this employee does not belong to any company, let's just return no company. So this is passed as second argument to this get method. So if this key would be available in this dictionary, the value for this key will be returned, Otherwise, this value will be returned by this method. So now if I print company name, it should return no company. See, it returned no company because company 2 key was not there. Let's say I try to access name. Let's keep it there. Let's say I try to access name and I say if name is not in the dictionary, return no name. So in this case, we will get the value for this key because this key actually exists in the dictionary. So this value won't be returned. Instead, the original value for this key will be returned because this key is available in the dictionary. See, it returned Usman and not no name because this was available in the dictionary. So this is basically a difference between between getting the method, getting the value using get method and by accessing the value directly. In next video, we will continue with dictionaries and we will see some other important features of the dictionaries. See you in next video.